Technique is better than time spent. Proper technique is using the laws of physics, which can beat someone who has spent years training for something. Proper footwork and kicking the ball with aerodynamics and speed is an example. Another example is touching your opponent's shoulder, so you don't have to watch and follow them as you can watch the person who has the ball. This is great for a defensive guard using the idea of touch for a third eye. A final example is using a phrase like "do not be afraid" and saying the next objective in your head. I need to write down what I learned from the mechanics video. Nervousness is something that can destroy your focus for proper technique. Unpredictable movements of attack is also a technique. Having less techniques to remember can give you more focus and less consumption of brain nutrients rather than having 10 different moves to think about and perfect. Explosive energy ability mode is when you do a fury of punches before backing off or disengaging and going into a defensive stance to conserve energy for your next fury of punches. You can train your explosive energy on certain days of the week by moving very fast, like with fast sprints versus endurance sprints, which would be much more slower jogging. They do this in cross-country running. But if you do something for a long time, it can become like second nature and build endurance for stronger lungs, like Muhammad Ali doing the butterfly hop. It's not necessarily you are bad at something you've been doing for years. It's just that you might not have the proper technique being followed for the job. Communication for the proper techniques is a game changer. Gollum statue technique is the belief that closing your eyes and standing still and only using your ears preserves brain nutrients. The more you talk, the more water you lose from your tongue-body. Daily reminder technique is writing something like train of thought on your wall to remind you to stay focused on one thing at a time, and saying things like your next objective in your head. Moving your eyes over your neck technique is stealth and health. Deep belly breathing technique is a belief that doing belly breaths can expand the lungs, making them hold more air for a longer period of time. Cold showers is good to preserve the body's longevity. Why read a book if you will forget it the next day? Applied knowledge sticks. Read what you are trying to solve, not extra off-topic information.